Hi guys, Brad Hoy here. Just doing my review for WWE Summer Slam 2011. I'm going to go through the results and then I'm going to give my opinion of the pay-per-view as a whole. It kicked off with The Miz, R-Truth and Del Rio versus Kofi Kingston, Rey Mysterio and John Morrison. The match wasn't on the card before Summer Slam. It was just a match that was added in. Not a bad match. Team Mysterio won, clean win. That's about it. Next match was Sheamus against Mark Henry, and Mark Henry won via count out, which was a bit disappointing, really. I mean, the match weren't too bad itself. It was good to see Mark Henry wrestle someone like Sheamus. Excuse me. Someone different to the Big Show, and it'd be an alright match. And basically Mark Henry put Sheamus through the barricade outside the ring, and then Sheamus basically just couldn't get into the ring long enough. So I'm guessing that storyline's going to be developed a bit more between them two. It's actually first storyline for a hell of a long time, if ever, that I'm actually looking forward to seeing Mark Henry in. See what happens with that. The next match was Beth Phoenix against Kelly Kelly. Kelly Kelly won that with a clean pin. It went on for about 10, 12 minutes maybe, which is quite a long time really for a Divas match. And that's what it is. Not really that much to speak about it, to be honest. So moving on, Wade Barrett against Daniel Bryan. I said in my predictions that I thought this was going to be one of the best wrestling matches of the pay-per-view, and it was, in my opinion anyway. I thought that both done well, both showed what they can do, and Barrett won the clean pin, which was good to see really, because it shows that they're at the pay-per-view to show what they can do, and hopefully that there's going to be a storyline with them and that carries on, because it'd be good to see them together. They seem like they've got a bit of chemistry, and I want to see them work together a bit more, preferably. And then the next match was Christian against Randy Orton, and Christian come out and said that he's got a secret weapon, and Edge come out. His secret weapon was having Edge in his corner, and you could see it was so good to see Edge back, because he loved it. You could see him coming down the aisle and he was like buzzing, and it was good to see him come back. And he just said that his injury is still the same, he still can't wrestle, but he was happy when he left because he felt like he was passing the torch to Christian. And he also then said that I'm not happy how Christian's acted. Like, he was saying that you kind of just whinged about it and you haven't done it with any dignity or something like that. So then Edge walked out, so Christian was quite angry, and then the match kicked off straight away, and it was a good match, no holds barred, and they actually used quite a few weapons, because normally WWE, now being PG, using no holds barred match, they hardly do anything, like maybe climb over the barricade outside, and that's about it. There was kendo sticks, tables, chairs, and the finish was Randy Orton. Basically, Christian jumped off the top ropes, or middle rope, and Randy Orton caught him in an RKO on the steps, which is pretty good. Another way that you can tell they've really thought about how they can do something different. I know Randy Orton's done a lot of finishes with hitting the RKO in weird places. But it's a good match. Randy Orton won that, so he's the new champion. The only problem I've got with this is that I think the title's being changed over a bit too much between them two. It's like every time they meet, the other one wins. And I would like to see Christian hold the strap for a bit longer time. But we'll see what happens. I'm not really going to complain, because they're both good wrestlers and they produce good matches, so that's the main thing. And then moving on to the main event, John Cena against CM Punk, the one that everyone's been waiting for, with Triple H as the special guest referee, which to me, in my predictions, made no sense really, unless he was actually going to do anything important. And yeah, the match was alright. It wasn't brilliant, but it was good. Like, still kept you enticed. It was quite a few close calls, like close pinfalls, and then basically Punk hit Cena with the go to sleep, and then pinned him, and then Cena put his leg on the rope, on the bottom rope, but Triple H didn't see it, and he counted for 1, 2, 3, and then Punk was a new undisputed champion for Raw, and yeah, and then Punk was celebrating, went into the ring, and Triple H like raised his hand and said like well done, and then you saw Kevin Nash. Yeah, Kevin Nash. Don't I did say Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash came into the ring and clothesline CM Punk. He come from the audience, clothesline CM Punk, and powerbombed him, and everyone was like, "What the fuck's going on?" And Triple H was like, he didn't run to catch Nash. He sort of just like walked over as Nash jumped over the barricade and ran off. And he was like, what the crowd was acting, what the hell's going on? And then Del Rio came down, cashed in his Money in the Bank. Del Rio's new champion. And after that, I think that pay-per-view needed something like that to end on, because if it just ended with Punk winning like that, like when the ref missed the foot on the rope, it's happened to Christian like a few weeks ago, I would have been really disappointed. But I'm not sure if I'm pleased the way it finished, because I was like it yesterday after I finished watching it, and I thought I was really confused about whether I liked it or not, and I'm still feel exactly the same now. I can't really get my head around it or think about what they're going to do from now on. Maybe the only thing is when it happened, I thought that Triple H might spark a feud between Triple H and Nash, but I don't see why they would have a feud, and I can't see Nash helping out John Cena or Del Rio really. Can't see either of them. Do you know what I mean? Like, why would Kevin Nash come and do that to the Punk? It's not going to work with Del Rio really, is it? It's definitely not going to work with Cena. And it just seemed a bit weird. You know, because previous like Raws and pay-per-views have been like the ending's just been really good. And, like, you know, you got the clear image, and your mind's still going on like what's going to happen tomorrow. But this is just it's a bit strange. It's not as exciting as it has been before, but you've still got that intrigue. So yeah, my opinion is Summer Slam overall, it was alright. It was a good pay-per-view, a few good matches, weird ending, really weird ending for me. But yeah, let's see. Don't forget Rey Mysterio's got a shot against Del Rio for the WWE title on Raw, and let's see if there is actually going to be a new belt. Fingers crossed there is, because that one that John Cena's created is absolute shit. So that's why, another reason why I really wanted Punk to win, to bring out a new belt. But let's see what happens. Anyway, I'll speak to you next time there's a pay-per-view. So in a month maybe, unless something big happens, and I'll put another video on. Now I think I'm just going to do predictions and reviews of pay-per-views, because I haven't really got the time to do all the Raws. But yeah, if anything big happens, come on YouTube, check it out. Follow me on Twitter, Real Brad Hoyer. Come on now, and take care. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.